I'm starting to stream. Hello everyone. I hope you're seeing me. We're trying something new with this live stream. So give me a moment. And then let's see, we have Martha Jones, Sweet Christmas, and Rollin. Okay. Baz Film Stuff. Hello. So welcome to the live stream. Here we're talking about Doctor Who. Can you guys hear me is the question. Bear with me 1 second while we make some adjustments. Hi Alexander. Hi Ben. Hola Daniel. So, with this auspicious start going on here, someone's already asked me about my favorite Doctor. That's very personal. I'd have to say Tennant. Alright, we already have a question about the theory of the final episode. By the way, we're using a new audio setup, so if you can hear me, just say, I can hear you, and I will know that you can hear me. Will the Daleks be in the final episode? I already did that. That's a good question. I would like to see the Doctor face against some old stuff. Some old foes. That would be nice. How many Doctor Who things do you really have? I don't know. I have a lot. I have a whole lot. So, did you check the stream? Can I be heard? Because I can't hear on here, which is kind of good.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm fine. I've been told I'm fine. So I do want to talk a little bit about this past season. But before we get into that too much, there's this little thing. If you really appreciate the channel and like it, there's this thing called Super Chat. And as more people come in, it may be the only way for me to see your particular comment. But if you'd like to, there's a little $sign thing, and we'd really appreciate it, but don't feel like you have to. That's enough said about that. So just a little poll with you guys. This last series, Series 11 with Jodie, my opinion was it was good. I won't say it was great. I'll say it was good. And the camera is moving once again. Hello. My camera person. What do you guys think? Were you enamored of it? Were you like, I hate it? Do you think it was okay? Someone just asked about season 11. I think I just said. So season 11, what do you guys think about season 11? I thought, you're cutting off my head. I thought, again, good, not great. I'm a little concerned. They introduce a new Doctor. That's fine. They introduce a new Sonic. That's always good. But 3 companions at once, that makes it difficult. Now they can't see my head.
Yeah, keep going.
I'm looking at it too. I think 3 companions with a brand new doctor is a little much. Not saying there's a bad thing about having 3 companions. That's fine, and I like these companions. I just think that it doesn't give the doctor time to really introduce themselves and shine. Someone saying it's good. Yeah, I mean, it was good. I mean, there were some good stories. It didn't have any standout episodes. I mean, the Rosa Parks might have been the closest one to a standout episode for me. Yeah, it's good. I'm just hoping the Doctor gets into more of a swing. We didn't have any of those like grand speeches like there's been with previous seasons. There were a couple attempts, but nothing that really got me. Yeah, they thought Graham was going to die. Yeah, I was curious about that, if he might actually die. But apparently this series of Doctor Who is very not wanting to kill people. Which is okay. But, you know, people do need to die sometimes. Matt, yes, too many companions make it hard to develop each companion, and then it, being a new doctor, didn't give as much time to develop the doc either. I exactly agree. I think they could have done one companion at first, and maybe then added in the others. Maybe introduce them all in that first episode, and just have one go with the doctor for a few adventures, and then they come back to deal with some problem, and then the other 2 join in. But you're following too many characters at once. Carl said, you were bored with some of the episodes. Yeah, some of the episodes, I can't say that this season I was like rushing to watch Doctor Who, especially because it was on the same night as The Walking Dead, so sometimes I'd wait a day or 2, I'd record it. But, yeah, it wasn't the most thrilling season, but it was still, I thought it was good. I hope it develops. I'm interested to see, they're not doing a Christmas special, they're doing a New Year's special. And newsflash, we will be doing a reaction to the New Year's special. Hopefully that day or the next day it will come out. And I'm curious to see what they do with their first special. Some people want to see what's in the box. There's stuff in the box. I'm not going to show everything at once. But I have this. It's a Doctor Who in your pocket voice keychain. Though that wasn't a voice. A cliffhanger on the last episode. I agree, it would have been. There wasn't, and there was also, as Matt said, not an overarching plot. There wasn't something that tied it all together. They did bring back the creature from the first episode in the last episode, but it wasn't like a bad wolf thing with hints. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think sometimes that was overused, where it was always something that tied into the main plot. There weren't as many standalone in some of the later series. But this seemed like all standalone. There could have been a bit more of something to bring it together. It was well done technically. Acting-wise was good. I don't blame any of the actors. I think Jodie did a wonderful job as the Doctor. I'm going to try to look at the camera instead of the chat a little bit more, as my director's over there yelling at me. She yells because I need to be yelled at. Yeah, a cliffhanger would have been nice. It didn't really have the punch. What are your thoughts on the Time Lord Dalek hybrid that hasn't been a villain yet? Do you think there will ever be a Cyberman Dalek hybrid? You're actually saying that Dalek is that thing you mean Dalek? The Daleks will kill you. That would be a cool thing. I don't know. I enjoyed the fact that they bought the Daleks and the Cybermen together, and they didn't like each other. That was great. I kind of liked that whole battle thing. Whether there would be a hybrid, that would be a really cool thing. Kind of like my gun. They just need to throw in a Weeping Angel. But it would be, yeah, it would be a different type of villain, most definitely. Would it be a tragic villain? Would it be someone who the Doctor has to help? Or an abomination the Doctor has to destroy? That would be cool to see. I'd love to see it. I don't know if they're going to do it anytime soon. But then again, they're running out of ideas for Christmas specials. Maybe they're running out of ideas for villains and they'll decide to do that matchup. Aren't Daleks kind of Cyberman hybrids with their tanks-like suits? Anyway, they could be mecha. They're kind of squids in tanks. Squids in tanks. That would be, but they're very different. I think most of the villains think they're superior to everybody else. I think the Daleks, though, aren't so much about, like the Cybermen, which were the basis for the Borg, kinda. They want to convert everyone to be like them, if possible. The Daleks just want to destroy everybody else. Yeah, I'm sure they're not done with him if they brought back the guy from the first one. The question was, will the time-traveling prisoner that they sent in the past come back around? I think so. Though that's not the first character that has disappeared and we thought, they'll be back. Jenny! But they didn't come back. I thought that was a cool thing. It was... And I'm not going to say this was a good or a bad thing. I'm going to say there was a lot of politically on-topic episodes. The racism in the Rosa Parks episode was one that particularly stood out. It is interesting to see that a future bigot decided to come back and stop Rosa Parks. So, yeah, I think he'll be back. And I would definitely love to see them do more with his storyline. You don't think they're running out of Christmas ideas just because they pushed to January? Yeah, I don't know if they would, if they're actually running out of ideas, but that's the official line that they used. I'm hoping that, well, at least we're still getting some kind of special. So it's 7 days later. It's fine. It doesn't always have to be Christmas related. And though my favorite Christmas special, of course, had David Morrissey in it. Who I recently talked to, and he said he'd love to return at some point to Doctor Who. So, we're going to see if we can make that happen. Yeah, Jenny would be good to come back. Matt hopes the racist is shown in the past because that's where he belongs. Yeah, but the thing is, he'll like it in the past because racism is much more accepted in the past. So it would be nice to send him to a future where maybe white people were the persecuted race. That would be nice so he could get that particular feeling. My director's telling me to move. Jenny's in Big Finish Audio. I unfortunately haven't been able to get to the Big Finish Audios because I have so much stuff that I consume, but that is cool. Yeah, Rosa, I agree, was a standout. Jenny would be nice, maybe running into Clara. And Martha Jones. Yeah, Martha, I've always liked Martha. There's some people who didn't like her as a companion. I always thought she was cool and I could sympathize with her. Anyone who has feelings for someone who doesn't reciprocate them could definitely identify with Martha. So yeah, the Rosa episode was very good. There was also, I don't know, the one with the whole sentient universe was interesting. But sometimes I think the episodes get a little rushed. It's like they have so much to do with so little time. It's like the Doctor says, I'll stay in this universe. And like 2 minutes later, oh, nope, I can't stay. Send me away. It would have been interesting if they got through back to the TARDIS and they're like, I guess the Doc is gone, and then, you know, like the Doctor showed up like a week later. It's like, no, even my presence was too much. All right. Anyways, any questions that you guys have about props? Any predictions you guys have for the New Year's special? 13th Doctor meets River Song would be a big crazy spin. Yeah, time isn't in the right order. So if she can still show up, that would be cool. I would like to see River Song show up again. I enjoyed her as a character, and it is out of order. Though a lot of people say her arc is done, it doesn't necessarily need to come back. It would be interesting if the 13th Doctor ran into Donna. As long as the 13th Doctor did not reveal that she was the Doctor, Donna's head shouldn't explode. Should be fine. Yeah, so overall, my thoughts on Series 11, good, not great. The new Sonic, I've already had 2 videos about these Sonics. It's ergonomic, but very organic, very different. It's taken some getting used to, and I like the spinning one. Speaking of crazy spin. Yeah, other than that, it was good, not great. A lot of changes all at once. I think they should have, maybe again, less companions at first, build up the companions over time, and give the Doctor time to shine. Maybe bring in one old villain just to kind of tie it back, because there are people who say that the new Doctor Who is not my Doctor Who, and they've gone very far in making it unlike any Doctor Who series before. So maybe they went a little too far in that direction. I understand a fresh start, but something. Though, what did you guys think of the Fez scene? She actually received a Fez by delivery from the Universal Amazon. Kerblam, yes. Which is pretty much Amazon for everybody. You will only get audios with River, probably. Does anyone know, again, I'm not as familiar with the Big Finish. Have they brought in David Morrissey to do a Jackson Lake follow-up? If not, I have some ideas. A Master Cyber King, being that the Master and Missy had control the Cybermen and the Master has died like 3 times. Only 3 times? I think he has died a few more times than that. We really want Jodie to stick with it and hope the stories get better. Think she should be a great Doctor. I said the same thing about Peter Capaldi. When he first showed up, I'm not going to judge Jodie Whittaker because I think she's done a fine job this season. I'm not going to judge her for the quality of the stories that she's been given. She's not the writer. I think she's an excellent doctor. I just think that they need to give her more episodes where she can shine as a doctor, be strong, have those moments where it's like, I'm the doctor, I'm 2,000 years old, I'm going to, I have saved every planet in the universe at least 27 times. Don't mess with me. We need more of those moments. It's also a shame, I agree, Fraser, I'm hoping I'm saying that right, that it's delayed till 2020. It's like anything that comes out of Britain, and I'm not trying to be offensive to any of my British friends out there. I love Britain, but your series are short, and sometimes they're delayed. I just wish they would be able to pump them out. Of course, the USA is a money-grubbing, machine that they just want to push out product. And sometimes some of that product isn't the best. We just had a visitation that was Sky. What do you want, Sky? I speak cat. But yeah, it does seem to think that they're pushing it off to 2020. It's like they actually, one of the reasons, not necessarily that they're running out of Christmas stories, one reason that they are having on January 1st the Doctor Who specialist, so that 2019 would have like some Doctor Who in it. The very first day of the year, and then nothing for the rest. I don't consider 2019 as having a huge Doctor Who presence in that. 3 companions can work, it's just hard to do. Yes, the Muscle Graham, the old one. Yeah, like, as I said earlier, with 3 companions, you need to develop these characters. You need to get to know them. And at the same time, we're getting to know a new Doctor. So it makes it harder. There's a lot more stories to follow. It's kind of like, I enjoyed Suicide Squad, but there was a lot of characters in it. David Tennant and Matt Smith. I love David Tennant. I love Matt Smith. I loved Eccleston. We went away so quickly. And I did come to love Capaldi. I thought he was an awesome choice for the Doctor before he started. I just think he didn't get the best storylines at the beginning. I think the same thing's happening with Jodie. I think she's a wonderful Doctor. I just think the storylines, with, a few standouts, haven't been there to make her shine. Quality instead of quantity. That is correct. Yeah, I mean, I would be good with 5 episodes in 2019 and 7 in 2020. If they wanted to pace themselves, they could do, like, 6-episode series, 2019. That's fine. Yes, meow, Carl. Don't you went over that way. The spiders one. I liked the spiders episode. It was kind of creepy. The only thing is, they never explained at the end. They trapped all those spiders in the panic room. Then what did they do with them? Did they leave them there to starve? I mean, the Doctor's like, don't kill them. They're living sentient creatures. Well, I don't know if she said sentient, but they're living creatures and they deserve a chance to live. Just a throwaway line saying, the Doctor opened up a portal to a world of giant trees and giant birds and stuff. What's that?
She said they deserve a natural death in there.
The Doctor said they deserve a natural death. I still think they should have been freed to another world or something like that. If she's going to be like... Because is it really merciful to lock them in a room with no food, no water, and let them starve to death? That's naturally what happens when you starve. I like the creepiness of that episode. I just think it could have been better explained at the end. Yeah, Jodie's worked with David Tennant in a few movies. Yep. Yeah, as a doctor, I did like the fact that when they met the king, he poo-pooed her because she's a woman. And that's naturally going to happen. He even said if I was still a dude, I'm not sure, a bloke, if she was still a bloke, he'd have no problems.
Yeah, she said she wouldn't have to keep explaining herself.
Yeah. She kind of explained herself a lot. But again, it's the writing, it's not the actress. I think she's going to do fine. She needs more screen time. Yeah, I think she should drop them back home. I think it would be nice. Some of the Christmas specials didn't have a lot of the companion always in them. A Christmas Carol was pretty much, Amy and Rory were on a ship, and the Doctor, it was pretty much focused on the Doctor and his interactions with the new characters. That would be nice to see for the New Year's special. Yeah, they already started filming some of the new series. Well, since I don't have plastic Daleks and they don't have, they have better special effects, it probably takes them longer. I don't know, I would think that they could get people to do the job quickly. Doctor Who is still extremely popular. These are selling quite well. I'd love to see some more props coming out. Yeah, I don't know why we have to wait so long. Music, yeah, that was a good part to attract the spiders, if you call that music. It does seem like a kind of long time. Hey Matt, you'd be okay if they ditched the companions entirely and did an entirely Doctor-driven series. We've seen a few Doctor-driven episodes. I mean, then he just interacts with other people, and I think that would be fine. K9. Let's bring back K9. She can have a tin dog. So I think that would be cool.
Or any sort of virtual android.
Maybe a virtual android. Maybe bring back Handles. Or Handles 2. Yeah, that would be cool. I think the companion serves a valuable thing to be our perspective, but we don't always need that perspective. Sometimes it could just be the person. Matt is asking Matt if he hates the new companions. The 11th Doctor had no catchphrase. Geronimo? Are you talking about the 13th Doctor? She just seems to be like, conference time. Conference time. She has a lot of conferences. The Doctor explains herself a lot more now. She's very communicative. But that kind of takes away some of the surprises that we've had before. Fan might be one of her things. Let's go, fan. Travel hopefully was a catchphrase they tried to have. That doesn't roll off the tongue. Why was there no Dalek this series? They actually told us they were going to have no old villains. They were going to have all new villains, which is cool. Definitely very cool in some ways, though the teeth all over the guy's face. Yeah, I think they tried to be so original that it actually divorced it from the rest of the series. I think they should have had something at least walking through. I mean, the Fez showing up was a nice throwback, but if they walked through an old battlefield and saw a bunch of dead Daleks and she could explain, oh, those are the Daleks, and then come across a new monster, that would have been cool. 55 years, yeah. Let's see. People want a new sci-fi show, there are... If people want a new sci-fi show, there are dozens. Yes, there are a lot, though. Dark Matter. Let's take a moment. What?
Aren't they doing something with Dark Matter?
Though, yeah, there's rumors of something happening with Dark Matter. I don't know how many of you guys are Dark Matter fans, but I miss Dark Matter. If Doctor Who ever did a crossover with Walking Dead, would you allow yourself with the Governor? I think I'd have to. Somewhat. If they went back and bought him back. When you think about it, maybe Jackson Lake, over the years, the last name became Blake, and Philip Blake is Jackson Lake's descendant. Put that on in your hat and wear it. Okay, yes, Ooh with the teeth. The Doctor hasn't had time to find and be comfortable in the new skin. More like avoiding me time by surrounding by so many companions. Yeah, I would say, Martha, that's pretty true. The first couple episodes, she's like, I'm not even sure who I am yet. I mean, I hope by now she's figured it out, but I haven't figured out exactly who she is yet. Yeah, they did mention some stuff about some old episodes and old characters, which is cool. I always like those throwbacks, but we need a "Are you my mummy?" moment. We need something where, if you recall the episode where the 10th Doctor put on the gas mask and turned to the Brigadier, the General, whoever he was dealing with, and said, "Are you my mummy?" That was so awesome, and it's just a throwaway quick thing, but it was so perfect. They need that kind of moment to kind of tie it back. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the New Year's episode. We will do a reaction video. I'm not sure. I may do it as Jackson Lake, who could be the governor's ancestor. Dark Matter, there's a rumor that something is happening. Joseph Malazzi. He said he's in talks that there may be something happening, maybe a mini-series. Maybe, he wasn't clear, but he said there's some hope. That's all there's rumors that there is hope. Martha, yeah. The 10th Doctor got to the point where he's like, no more companions. They break my heart. And this one's like, the more the merrier. Come on in. Come on. For those who really hate my English accent impressions, I'm so sorry. So sorry. A call back when you had a whole storyline running through a series. Yeah. That would be nice. I do like the... when they tie into earlier things, the whole Christmas episode with the what was that creature with it was the one with the snowmen. They did the whole London Underground thing being, it was like that planned for an earlier episode. It was cool. I love those throwbacks. Alright, we're talking about Dark Matter now. Matt, yes. Basically, Dark Matter, even though it was doing better than the other shows on Sci-Fi, got canceled because it wasn't owned by Sci-Fi, so they didn't get as big of a piece of the pie. Tell you, it's money-driven. Though, you can't really blame companies for wanting to make money, but I still think they could have found a way to either renegotiate with the owners of Dark Matter, or they could have used that to promote other shows. A multi-Doctor story. We just had one 5 years ago. Yes, I'd love to see another multi-Doctor team up. But that would be difficult as people get older. If I had the choice of giving The governor a robotic eye for Christmas replaces damaged eye. Would I do it? I gotta break something to you. The governor's dead. I could replace his eye all day long. He ain't seeing. Why isn't the doctor ginger yet? That's a extremely good question. I'm trying to remember. Wasn't he kind of ginger as a sixth doctor, or was that? It was brown. I don't know. Maybe the reflection from that costume made him look a little more ginger. But he should be ginger at any point now. Yes, we had the Christmas special last year with 12 and 1 and technically 13. Yes, that's true. I forgot about that one. Though, obviously they had to replace the original actor because the original actor is no longer with us. But, yeah, we did have a multi-doctor story. So there. Yes, he's wanted to be ginger since 2005. Well, you know, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. He's actually wanted to be ginger for, let's see, he was like 900 at the time. So, for more than half his life, he's wanted to be ginger for like 1,200 years, something like that. They have this stuff called hair dye. You can pick it up, doctor. Alright, let's see what other goodies we can do here, just in case the silence come by. Okay, by the way, we are working on very shortly a new Doctor Who prop video. It will have 3 props and a bonus, and then after that we'll have another 3 props and a bonus video. Try to space them out a little bit. I know it's been a while though, because of the darn Walking Dead taking up a lot of my time. And other things, lots of conventions. It's no longer con season, so this will help. We also have a special Sonic Screwdriver video that we're planning. It'll probably be in the spring though, because we want to do some running around with it. It's outside and it's cold. Today it's like 50 and rainy, so I feel like I'm in the UK, but in general it's too cold to do a lot of outdoor stuff. In the old days, there was much more menace despite the effects not being so good, which really goes to show how much stronger the stories were. I agree somewhat, but the new storytelling style, some of the older stories, Alright, here's a little bit of my Doctor Who background. I had seen when I was younger some Doctor Who, mainly 4th Doctor, on TV. Didn't really like it. They talked funny. And the special effects were really not that good. I think we all can agree with that. And I was a little too young to appreciate it. I went to Star Trek, and that's what I was into. I didn't really get into Who until the 9th Doctor, and then I went back and I watched some. And some of those storylines drag out so long, they show every single bit, that I think nowadays our patience is not there. But there was some sense of menace in some of the older ones that was good. I wouldn't say that the sense of menace in the newer series is not as good as the old series. I would just say it's more immediate, more in your face. It's not as drawn out. This season, no, it wasn't too much menace. And Twice Upon a Time, yeah. That was a great episode. Though they did make some mistakes because the first Doctor was not nearly so sexist as they kind of implied. Yeah, David Bradley, I tried. I didn't get a chance to because he's amazingly... well, as you can imagine, he's very popular. I tried at one of the cons to get an interview with him, but didn't happen, unfortunately. hopefully next time I see him, I'll be able to arrange something. Alfie and Craig. I'm sure James Corden would say, well, let me take a little time off and go and be in Doctor Who again. I think he'd love it. Could use a new lodger. Do I collect action figures as well? I have a few Doctor Who pops. I haven't really done anything with the Doctor Who action figures, mainly because I don't have the room. Besides all this stuff, I'm a big Transformers fan, and I have a lot of Transformers all over the place. I think it's going to cost me my relationship with my girlfriend pretty soon if I keep bringing in Transformers. She's giving me a look that says probably not, but we'll see. Bye, Matt. Thanks for joining us. But no, I'd love to do the action figures. I just need a bigger house. So, hey, if you want to super chat about $300,000, that'd be awesome. Then I can get a new house and have a lot more action figures to talk about. Axel loves gaming. Hello, Axel. You recognize the logo? Which logo? On the thumbnail, I hope. I'm not wearing the logo. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you liked the video, Carl, on Optimus Prime. That is the first of many. We will be having more Optimus Prime videos. But I'm working on a different character right now. So there'll be a story of that character. Then we're going to go back to Prime. Then we're going to go on to... There's 5 characters we're focusing on for the first round. And then after that, I'll probably have to go back up and visit Bob Budiansky to talk about the other characters. The scene where Donna sees the Doctor through a window. Yeah, Donna... I don't know if you guys have seen... we have the panel video of Catherine Tate and John Barrowman. It was hilarious. Those two together. Thank you, Axel. More Doctor Who videos will be coming out soon. I'm kind of dressed as a 4, but my cats attack the scarf, so probably best that we don't have that. This is something I haven't put in a video, and I'm not sure I'm going to. I'm looking for a better version. This is a wooden version of the Sonic Lance for the 6th Doctor. So, it's not... I shouldn't have bought it, because it's actually not that good, but one day I'll find a good one. Anyways... This is Baker. Kind of. Again, I'm not in full costume. I'm not wearing the wig. I'm not offering any jelly babies. Would you like to see an episode where you properly see the TARDIS? In canon, it's supposed to even have a swimming pool. Well, we did do a little bit of that in, what was it, Journey to the Center of the TARDIS or something like that. So I did get to see a bit more of it, but it would be nice to get a tour. And there's probably a closet somewhere, if you open it up, like 300 fezzes will fall out, just because of the 11th Doctor. He probably ordered them constantly. Or there's just like fezzes hidden throughout the entire TARDIS, because River just didn't want the fezzes around, so she'd hide them and Amy'd hide them and all that. As a Doctor Who character, who you time travel to the moment when Thanos snapped his Infinity Gauntlet and Avengers and top him to save 50% of all lives? As long as the Doctor wasn't one of those ones that was snapped out of existence, if they are in the same universe. There is some debate about where the Doctor is inside the universes, because he's actually been involved in the Transformers universe. He was involved in He interacted with Death's Head, who ended up in the Marvel Universe. So I'd like to see... I look like the Sixth Doctor. Thank you. I'd like to see Q from Star Trek face off against Thanos. If I knew a good Thanos, we'd probably film that. K9 is cool. Yes, this is the Silence iDrive eye patch. It's in one of my videos. A lot of people subscribe to that video. I'm not quite sure why. Yeah, I have too many toys. Cosplaying as Smith's Doctor and playing Doctor Who video game. Awesome. Yeah. I do have an 11th Doctor outfit. I am working on a couple other Doctor cosplays. So you'll see those hopefully soon. Bring back K9. Yes, it would be nice to see K9 again. Last we saw K9 was on the Sarah Jane Adventures, and Elizabeth Sladen, unfortunately, you know, when she passed, they did not do anything beyond with those characters. It would be nice to find out what happened to them, you know, but in the Doctor Who universe, Sarah Jane Smith is still on adventures, so K9 is still there. Let's see, I should have cleared myself. Would you time travel? Not who you time travel, my bad. Would I time travel and stop Thanos from snapping his fingers? Either that or I would adjust the aim of Thor's axe just a little bit. Either to hit him in the head or to just cut off his arm entirely. That would be nice. Yeah. Next year, Infinity War. Very much looking forward to that. Which Doctor would you be? What's that?
It's called Endgame.
Endgame, yes, I know. It's Endgame. But Avengers... Yes, I'm looking forward to the finishing up that storyline. You know they're all coming back because there's another Spider-Man movie and they're not going to keep T'Challa out. Not after how much money Black Panther made. Which Doctor would I be a companion to? That's a good question. I don't know. I think Tennant or 10th or 11th. But then again, they do have a tendency to companions have problems. I think it'd be kind of cool to bop around with the 8th Doctor for a while. See what's going on with him. Darkseid versus Thanos would be cool, but if Thanos has the Infinity Gauntlet, Omega Beams aren't going to cut it. You created your own Doctor with the Transtemporal. That is awesome. I don't know if you guys are aware, but I have a Doctor Who-like character. There was 2 episodes made of his story called The Professor, Professor O-What. And we didn't introduce a Sonic yet in the series. We've actually recently talked about doing... We recently talked about doing a new episode of Professor O-What. So we'll see what happens. Uh-oh. My miscolored 9th isn't working very well. But yes, I have the Professor who actually meets the Doctor. So you can check that out. Gentai. Everybody wish May good thoughts and good health. Because she's sick. Con crud. Who's the 14th Doctor going to be? It'd be really cool if they knew ahead of time and they could, like, you know, show, like, when they do all those montages of all the Doctors, they could actually show the future ones. Infinity War 2, Electric Boogaloo. That would have been a good title. Are you out of your mind? No, I am beside a Dalek, making souffles. Alright, anyways, so you are getting sleep. No, you're not. Maybe you are. Alright, so we will do probably a new Doctor Who live stream and just BS about Doctor Who probably each month, since nothing else is coming out. We are hoping, I'm not going to give it a firm date. There is an old Doctor Who fan film that we shot and was never fully edited and released, involving Captain Jack, the War Doctor, 10 and 11, and even another character that we will, another couple characters actually, that is being worked on. I'm hoping to find the time to finish it between trying to put out regular videos, but I'm hoping by the end of the year. I'm not going to guarantee it, but there will be a new Doctor Who short fan film coming along. Plus, as I said, we're having more prop videos, and next spring we'll do something with some people running around outside that is sonic screwdriver related. Alright, Fraser, thanks for joining us. Yeah, Captain Jack, always a pleasure to see Captain Jack. I wish they'd bring him back. Love a tour of the inside of it, as in the pool room that Matt found in the big closet. Rose, you got the clothes from. I know you're saying that closet we all want to have as cosplayers that the 10th Doctor went into when he changed. You hope the new Doctor would be a 12-year-old like you. That. Well, actually, there's a short film that was put together by a couple enterprising young people that the Doctor is like 12. So you gotta check that out. All right. And finally, next live stream. Tell all your friends. We are going to, for our January live stream, we're going to be starting to do giveaways. We might actually start doing them with the next Governor live stream and some other live streams, but we're going to start doing giveaways, and people can get fantastic prizes. So probably the first giveaway in January will be a 13th Doctor Sonic by 720, but you didn't hear it from me. Yes, you did. All right. Day of the Doctor, 10th, 11th, and War. Yes, that was awesome. Anyways, it's been 56-ish minutes, and we're going to watch Aquaman tonight, so we got the Prime deal, so we get to see it a little bit early. Not as early as some, but not as, we don't have to wait all the time, so we're going to go do that. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. If you want to support the channel, if you look in the description, there is a coffee link. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and tell all your friends to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We will see you next time. Thanks everyone for watching, and as always, have fun and have a jelly baby.